What's up guys, JK here. I've been feeling crafty lately, so I made these giant roses. If you want to learn how to make these from start to finish, just keep watching. If you have a Cricut, great! If you don't, no worries. Just comment down below if you would like a template for yourself to cut out. Alright, once you open and log into Cricut Design Space, click on My Projects in the upper right corner. On the left side, you'll see different icons. Ignore me pressing the new icon. Just skip ahead and press Projects. Now, Cricut usually has a lot of cool, crafty ideas, but that face mask with a window is so disappointing. Why would they even put that up? Sorry, I had to point that out. Next, go to the search bar in the upper right corner and type in giant flower. You'll see there are 3 different kinds, but I chose the second one, which is that giant paper rose. Now, if you see a green tab with an A on it, that means it's Cricut Access only, which you'll need to pay a membership fee for. Since I paid for it, I'm trying to use my Cricut a lot more. Click on the giant rose and it will tell you all the supplies and instructions on how to make this. Another reason why I'm doing this video is that they provided a completely different flower project video than the one I wanted to do. It was a video of a 3D flower box, so I hope this tutorial helps you because it took me a while to figure out how to assemble the flower without any guidance. Before you begin, grab your light grip machine mat, which is this blue color size, 12 by 12, and place your construction paper on the mat. Make sure you align the paper the same way you fit each object on your screen. Now set the material to medium cardstock. If you're like me and don't have all the tools yet, for example, if you don't have the single scoring wheel, you can press the edit tools for more options and click on the fine point blade and the scoring stylus. Make sure to follow the directions and put the correct tools in the correct A or B clamps. Once you're ready, load the mat and press the load and unload button that has the up and down arrows. Once it's done loading, the Cricut Go button should start blinking. Press on that to start cutting and let the Cricut do its thing. Once it's done cutting, it will notify you to unload the mat and press the same load-unload button. Use a spatula to remove the paper. Start from the stem to remove the leaf more easily without ripping it. For the next few leaves, I wanted to show you that you can adjust the leaves to fit on the paper so no paper is wasted. My mat is 12 by 12, but I'm using an 8.5 by 11 paper. Just hit the edit button. Turn the middle leaf upside down so the longer part is facing down and just arrange the leaves so it matches the measurements on the mat. When you're ready, do the same steps again where you press the load and unload button and press the go button once it's ready to start cutting. Again, use a spatula to remove the paper. If you get tiny pieces stuck to your mat, just use the scraper tool. If you don't have that tool, you can use your own tweezers to remove tiny pieces on your mat, but it will take longer. This project is really time consuming, so make sure you set aside an hour or 2. Keep doing this same process until you get to the end. You have 16 more to go. Once everything is done, it should have a gray tab with a check mark on them, and you'll be able to press finish. Now for the fun part, assembling! Separate all the pieces by each shape and grab the 2 lookalikes. This will be your rosebud and your flower's base. There's a square in the middle which will be your base every time. Bend the petal inwards to create this cone shape and do the same thing with the same petal shape to expand the bud. Make sure to hot glue one petal at a time. Grab the next few petals that look like Mr. Crab hands and use either a dowel or a pen to curl the petals. There's a crease on each petal for you to fold, and it makes a square for you to glue onto the base of the bud. I realize I shouldn't be curling all the corners later on. Just curl the middle part with the V shape and make sure when assembling each time your curl is facing outward. Just to be more precise, I glued all the petals together first in a clockwise motion. And once all the petals are glued, place the bud on top and glue each petal counterclockwise. Then glue each side of the petal and loosely fold it towards the bud. Next, get the few petals that look like a clam on a breadstick. Take your dowel or pen again to fold the corners of the petals. This time you can fold each corner of the petal. There's that line in the middle for you to break in half. This will allow you to have two squares. So place one on top of the other to create one square, and glue that in place. Again, make sure the curl is facing outward. Glue each square the corner of your bud and it will start looking like a bigger rose. This step makes me so happy because it's looking like a real rose. Next, get the last few naughty clam shapes. Yes, I called it naughty because it has a slit in the middle. Curl the corners once again with a dowel or pen. You know the drill by now. Then glue the bottom of the slit and place it on top of one another like the last one. Lastly, glue the bottom of each petal to the bottom of the rose. I had to stand since the rose was so big and I want to know where I should be gluing each petal. Now for your leaves, I didn't want to use all the leaves for just one rose. I actually kind of used all the leaves for 3 roses. Do what you think is best. You don't even need to use the leaves and just make flowers for a rose wall, like for a backdrop or something. For this rose, I used the pentagon to hold 3 leaves. Arrange it however you like. Make sure to crease the leaves where there's a line and glue each leaf to the pentagon.
You show me I had something people call home.
Once that's done, glue the pentagon to the bottom of the rose. And voila! You're done! This looks amazing! If you made it through this video, give it thumbs up. Let me know if you want to see me do this without the Cricut or with a different flower down in the comments. Subscribe to see more random videos. Until next time, bye!